I'm back. I'm back here as Alan Wake. Wait a
Hey, Hansel.
second.
This is gonna be a long night, but these shots are turning out great.
I thought I had
I guess
already
you're gonna
grabbed
need that
that.
coffee then. I'll go put it on.
Maybe I didn't grab it. I don't know. Manuscript? Okay. The Fall of Casey. The things that I want. Alex Casey. Well, I can't forget. Return to sender. So, 5 books. But I got a new thing. New
It's true what they
manuscript.
say about the fall and the sudden stop at the end. I'd lain here in the snow while the lurid chain of scenes that had led me here kept playing in my head. A rerun of my own private snuff movie. A memory of my corpse. Alone at my own wake. Thinking in metaphors again. The femme fatale was gone. Only a sour taste remained of the kiss that killed me.
Okay.
This was a late goodbye. 13 years after I'd gotten my revenge. It had finally caught up with me. It had been a long time to bear the pain. My blood painted the snow red. A gruesome slushy dissolved all the scattered painkillers and leisurely dripped down to the sewer, mingling with the bile of the city.
Okay.
I'm one with it. I can see them now. My wife and my baby. Honey, I'm home.
That doesn't sound like Alan. Painkillers. Sounds more like. What is his name? Max Payne or something? He is like a video game character. Never really explored Max's life because I made a joke to the literal like Max I dealt with, like in Sound Mind, where I was like, time to take your pain meds, Max. I made that joke towards him because I know of Max Payne, but I've never really properly played the game nor explored his universe. Maybe that's something for the future. Finding out more about Max. But time to get the coffee on.
Coffee's on.
Great, thanks. I'll need it if I'm gonna finish this by tomorrow.
Alright. CC. But there's a few things I still haven't figured out, like how the flare guns work against the living
Oh, hey,
darkness.
I just finished those cover mock-ups. They're on your desk. Tell me what you think.
No kidding. I didn't think you'd get them done this quickly.
On occasion, I can perform all sorts of miracles, my dear.
Oh, really?
Well, you seemed to think so last night.
Okay. That looks like a huge QR code. Well, but you definitely can't scan it. Kinda sucks. What's this?
These look really good.
Oh, sure, until Barry gets his hands on them. Which, by the way, will happen over my dead body. The last time was the last time. Oh, and speaking of Barry, he called.
Oh, you're afraid of the dark.
Alan, please check the fuse box.
I'm right here. I'm on it, honey.
Please hurry.
I'm right here, baby.
I'm fine, I'm
Um,
fine. Just get the lights
Honey,
back on.
it's a
now,
power outage.
Please.
I've got the flashlight.
Okay. Hi.
You okay?
I'm sorry. It just really spooked me.
Don't worry. We'll just break out the candles.
yeah, candles
I
will
know
do.
it's stupid, but it's just... Especially when I'm not prepared for it, you know? It gets to me.
I love
Yeah.
Tell me a story, writer.
you. Okay. I used to have these nightmares when I was a kid. The dark really spooked me, too. When it got really bad, my mom gave me this old light switch. She called it the clicker.
The clicker, huh?
Yeah. If I ever got scared of the dark, I could just flip the switch and a magic light would scare the monsters away.
Oh, sure.
Here it is.
Alan.
Maybe it'll help you, too.
Yeah, nice story, writer boy. You made that up right now, didn't you?
No. Seriously.
I love you, even if you are a liar. Thanks for this.
Oh man. I would say get a room, but you know, you already have your own apartment. Kind of defeats the
How do
point.
you feel, Mr. Wake? Any nausea, disorientation, anything like that? Mr. Wake, how are you feeling?
I'm okay. My head's fine. I had to lie about my headache and memory loss. He'd send me to a hospital for tests. I couldn't leave without Alice.
Very well. I don't think you have a concussion, but you've obviously been through quite a shock. You should take it easy for a couple of days.
Thanks.
Well then,
All
Mr.
right.
Wake, we're done here. If the pain gets any worse or you experience any other symptoms, you should come see me. I'll let you get on with it then. Sarah, Sheriff Breaker, is waiting for you. She's
Okay.
very good at her job. I'm sure she can locate your wife in no time.
Doc
Okay.
Nelson was the image of a small-town doctor. Sheriff Breaker had called him to the station to take a look at the cut in my head.
Alright. This
I'm
is a
sorry you had to
big
cut your
fish.
morning fishing short for this, Doc.
Oh, she's a beauty, ain't she? Not the biggest I ever caught, if you can believe that coming from an old fisherman like me, but she's right up there. Now, she's a largemouth bass, which is what you're after if you prefer a lure. Now, if you want either trout or salmon, on the other hand, then it's fly fishing for you. You a fishing man, Mr. Wake? No.
No.
Doesn't really matter, I suppose.
Not me, at
But it
least.
can be very relaxing out there. You can't get me off the water this time of year. Closest thing to heaven.
I'll take your
Okay.
word for it, Doc.
Let me just look around. But I need to continue the train of thought about what makes flare guns special against the living darkness, because I forgot that I was trying to figure that out. So how can flare guns work against the living darkness? It must be something to do with the void
I believe you'll find
essence.
the sheriff in her office. Just go down the corridor.
Okay. Hopefully it won't bother me over here while I think. So, let's think. I know the flare gun must use the void essence in some way, but it's not all just light, it's like mist. In Sound Mind, it was able to defeat concentrated darkness, the flare gun. So there must be something to the mist. Red gas with void essence. Could it be the hiss somehow? I don't know. Void essence is anomalous. Red is a very common color with, like, flare gun. I don't know. I feel like the hiss might know more than it's let on so far. I need a way to contact the hiss. But I don't see no phones. And the living darkness would definitely be jamming communication as best as possible. So my brainwaves won't be enough. I need something in this world to make like a hard, like physical line between like this world and my world.
Thank you for testing the lights, Miss Weaver. Everything seems to be fine.
I don't have the luxury of being complacent, Deputy Grant. The bulbs will need changing soon. You can't change them in the dark.
I'll be sure to take care of it, Miss Weaver. Have a nice day now.
Very good. I'll come
Hi.
back later on to remind you, just in case.
Mr. Wake, the sheriff is waiting for you in her office down the corridor. That was Cynthia Weaver. I guess you can call her the town eccentric. She used to be the editor of the local newspaper, but she's focused on, other things these days.
She'd fit right in where I come from.
As you can see, she's a little obsessed with maintaining the light bulbs of the whole town, refuses to step on shadows, things like that. Back in her day, she wrote about all sorts of weird things in the paper. Bright Falls has a colorful history. Of course, what small town hasn't?
Okay. It seems like she might be the light to face the dark. Oh, manuscript?
Yeah, it's Mulligan here. I'm at Stucky's gas station with Thornton. There's no sign of him.
Okay, but let's see.
Alice looked through the viewfinder, lining up the shot. Cauldron Lake was breathtaking. Something caught her eye. A figure standing in the shadows behind the cabin, like a thin woman in a black dress. She lowered the camera and looked again. No one there. Just a collection of bushes that looked vaguely human-shaped. She shook her head and laughed.
A woman in a black dress. Sounds like that woman that's haunting me. Still not certain on if it's Filch or not, but
The
one
sheriff
thing
wants to see you in her office, Mr.
I
Wake.
know, one thing is for certain, is that Lady of Dark seems to be not good. Read, oh. Okay. There's the sheriff. And here's a fuse box. Probably gonna need to turn
Come
that
in,
on.
Mr. Wake. Your phone's on the desk. The battery was dead. It's charged now.
A phone! Exactly what I need.
Have you started looking for my wife yet?
My men are already on it. Now, can you tell me what happened?
I'm not sure. I can't remember. We were arguing. I walked out of the cabin.
The cabin on Cauldron Lake? How did you end up at Stucky's gas station?
I wanted to tell her what had happened last night, but I couldn't. She'd lock me up. Excuse me. I need to take this. Hello?
Alan, please help me.
Alice?
Stop talking to the law. You'll do exactly what I say if you ever want to see your wife again.
Who is this?
Go to the back lot. There's a hole in the fence on the left. Look inside the junker. I left a little something there to convince you we're all on the same page here. After you ditch the cops, you're gonna meet me in Elderwood National Park. There's a spot called Lover's Peak. Midnight. Don't do nothing stupid, pal. We're watching you.
Oh, Lord.
Mr. Wake, can I help you with anything?
I need to get some air. The sheriff said I could go out back.
Of course, Mr. Wake. You can get there through the cell corridor. Just don't mind Walter in there. He's one of our regulars.
Walter.
Drinking for good.
Oh no such luck. He went on a bender and hit Danny pretty badly.
They don't
He started
understand.
shouting
They
like
won't
that the
listen to
moment he
me.
woke up.
I need it to be bright in here.
Yeah, you know the darkness is here. I'm sorry, Walter.
Hey, you! Can you help me? Can you turn the lights on?
Yeah.
Thank you, man. Thank you. Hey, you're all right. You're a good guy. Don't let anybody tell you different. You know, I shouldn't even be in here. The cops, they got it all wrong. See, sure, I beat him up, but I wasn't drunk. I mean, I wasn't drunk at the time. I only got drunk afterward. Okay, listen, you gotta listen carefully.
Okay.
Here's the kicker. That wasn't Danny. No, sir. It only looked like him. You wanna know who it really was? I'll tell you who it really was. It was a goddamn space alien! I know it
No.
sounds like something a drunk would say.
No,
but
not
believe
exactly.
me,
Not an
I
alien.
wasn't drunk
Even though this is technically... Oh, you alright? This is the Covenant's fault, which are aliens.
I told him,
They resurrected the living darkness.
we're on your feet.
But the darkness itself is not an alien.
In spite of its human mask, to describe the dark presence as intelligent would have implied human qualities on something decidedly inhuman. Nonetheless, it found the one spot in the diner that was dark enough. Some light spilled into the corridor, ravaging it. But it took the pain. Horrible as it was, the writer would soon fix that. He would be coming to the one place where it still had power.
Okay.
The early morning light hurt my eyes and made my head ache. The man on the phone had said, go through the fence on the left.
How about this? Can I activate this?
Well, folks, it's been another long night, and it's about time for me to sign off for a while. God knows I need my beauty sleep.
What about this door?
One more item before I go. It's been a busy night for the sheriff's department. Even reported shots for our main.
Alright, anything back here? Nope. Okay. Guess I'm gonna kick it. Oh,
The
manuscript?
caller had told me to find a hole in the fence behind the police station. There was something for me in an abandoned car.
Okay.
The kidnapper fired his gun one last time, and the shadow vanished into the darkness it had come from. See? Nothing to it, Wake. The thought of Alice in his hands was revolting. We stood on the wooden platform of Lover's Peak, the waterfall on the mountain behind us, the lights of the radio mast blinking red in the heights above. I fought with the urge to take a swing, force myself to speak. Let's cut the act now. Where's my wife?
Okay. So I'm guessing this is what is about to happen.
Alice's driver's license had been placed on the front seat. The caller meant business.
Barry?
Ow! Thank God! Where the hell have you been? I've been trying to reach you for a week, you and Alice. I've been worried sick. I flew out yesterday. I'm here in Bright Falls.
Barry, listen to me. I'm at the sheriff's station. Come and get me. I can't talk now.
Ow! What the hell is going on?
I had to get the sheriff to let me go. I needed to get to Elderwood National Park to meet Alice's kidnappers.
Alright. You doing alright, man? Oh.
A writer is a light that reveals the world of his story from darkness, shapes it from nothingness. The way a sculptor carves a statue from a block of granite. If I stop, the world I'm making dies. Darkness will reclaim it. It's a long, hard journey into the dark. Alice's life is at stake, but I can't think about that, or I'll lose it. The dread lingers at the edge of perception. I'll push on. Anything is possible here. I'll write the story. I'll save her.
Okay. You alright, man?
Marvelous, Sarah. I just wanted to settle all the damage the Anderson brothers might have inadvertently caused.
Are you feeling any better, Mr. Wake?
I'd like to leave. Am I free to go?
Well, we still need to talk about...
Am I under arrest?
No, of course not. But I need to know where you'll be staying so I can get in touch with you.
I'd avoid the motel. The Majestic is known for its roaches. The cabins at Elderwood are pretty nice, though.
That sounds perfect.
I'm Dr. Emil Hartman. I'd like to invite you to stay at Cauldron Lake Lodge.
Did you talk to my wife?
I had the pleasure of discussing your situation with her on several occasions.
Did you set something up with her?
I invited her here. My clinic is a place where...
Oh, hey! Oh, my!
Take it easy.
Hey, nobody move! Get your hands off of my client!
Who are you?
I'm Barry Wheeler, his agent. If you have business with Mr. Wake, you talk to me. You yokels won't know what hit you once I sick my lawyers on your asses.
No harm done, Sarah. I'm all right. I don't want to press charges. Mr. Wake, my offer still stands.
Get me out of here.
What the hell was that about, Al? We don't need a replay of that thing with the paparazzi. I thought they were gonna lock you up.
I had to talk to someone.
Things
I
are
told Barry
strange.
everything. He thought I was certifiable, but when he heard about the manuscript, I had him. The fact that I'd written something, even if I couldn't remember it, was enough for him. He smelled money. And he believed that Alice had been kidnapped. Anything beyond that was another story. I had a midnight appointment with the kidnapper in a place called Lover's Peak, somewhere in Elderwood National Park. The plan was to rent a cabin.
I don't like it, Al. I don't like any of it. It's not good. In fact, it's the absolute opposite of good.
Mr. Wake! Barry, you found him!
Hi, Rose.
Oh, wow. I was just thinking about you, too.
Great.
I was just bringing Rusty some coffee. He's on the balcony, looking after Max. Poor thing. I really need to go. Great to see you again, Mr. Wake. Later!
Who's Max?
What an airhead.
Jeez, Mr. Takes a swing at everybody. This is not her fault. She's a very nice girl and, more importantly, a fan. She even has a fan site dedicated to you. And she was very helpful when I was looking for you. Seriously, Al, what you were saying in the car, just listen to yourself. What, you shot a guy and his body just disappeared? When was the last time you slept? What, are you high? Have you been drinking?
No! Look, Barry, I'm missing a week. And someone's got Alice. And everything's just...
Do you understand what it sounds like when you say stuff like that? Don't get me wrong, it's a good story, could be a bestseller. But when you start confusing fiction with reality, you're buying yourself a ticket to the funny farm.
Wait here.
Okay. Can't go that way. Well, Barry, you don't know how many things are odd in the world.
Easy there, boy. I'm almost done.
Hey, Rusty, right? You rent cabins.
Oh, Mr. Wake. I'd shake your hand, but mine are kind of full here. Actually, I'm sorry about this. Would you mind grabbing the registration form from the desk? It's just across from Bucktooth Charlie.
Okay, sure. What happened?
Okay.
Crazy poachers. Max here got his foot caught in a trap. They're illegal to use here. Hell, you're not supposed to hunt within the park at all. But that doesn't stop some lowlifes. Well, at least Max is gonna be okay. He got lucky.
Oh, poor
Max is still groggy
doggo.
from the shot I gave him, and I'd rather not leave him alone just yet. The form's on the desk across from the mammoth skeleton.
Yeah, I'll get it.
Al, you can't just go and meet a kidnapper. Those situations always end up in disaster. You gotta talk to the cops.
She's my wife, and it's my call. Can we talk about this later?
No, this whole thing. Listen, you hit your head. I mean, geez, Al, come on. You gotta understand how crazy all this sounds.
Yeah, but I know the future, kinda.
Haha, let's have a laugh on Barry. Well, you had me going there real funny, Al. You can quit it now.
The more manuscript pages I find, probably the more I'll find out. I should start paying attention to them. Actually,
In spite of its human mask,
okay, that doesn't
the
really
kidnapper
matter.
fired his gun one last time, and the shadow vanished into the darkness it
Okay, what happens
Alice
after?
looked through the viewfinder, lining up the shot. Cauldron Lake was breathtaking.
Okay. Doesn't tell me a lot of information on what's going to happen specifically.
I think this is the form you wanted.
And here are the keys. Okay, you're all set, Mr. Wake. Glad to have you staying here.
Thanks. Can you tell me how to get to Lover's Peak?
Oh, sure. It's at the end of the nature trail. Just follow the paths, you'll get to it eventually. It's an easy walk. Nice spot, too.
Alright.
If you have any trouble finding it, just keep your eyes on the radio mast. It's right below that.
Okay. Ah.
Look, Al, you're asking me to believe that you shot a dude who went poof into thin air, a guy who was bulletproof until you pointed a flashlight at him. You hear that from people who end up spending time in padded rooms, strapped to their beds, wearing white shirts with too long tangled up sleeves, and eating a healthy diet of pills.
Come on, Barry.
Al, you make cruel jokes about people who believe that kind of stuff. You're the scare.
It's real. And soon enough, Barry.
Crazy talk, Al. Al? We should go to the sheriff or call the FBI.
Damn it, Barry, they'll kill her! This is not a goddamn debate, Barry. I'm going to Lover's Peak. He said to come alone.
Okay then. I understand. You're my best friend, and I'm worried that you're not right in the head. Tell me what to do to help, and I'll do it.
You stay here, and if I'm not back by morning, call the cavalry.
Just be careful with the natives, Al. These yokels are dangerous. Everybody hates a tourist, or it'll be Deliverance all over again.
Seems like you got some serious allergies.
I'll bet there's mold in here, spores, poison ivy, God knows what. This is so not worth a 15% commission.
Alright. But finally I have a moment of quiet. So I can finally call the hits. So I can switch the lights on and off. That's good, but I finally can call the hits. Okay. Hiss. Have you been hiding something from me? What do you mean, Michael? Well, it seems like you guys might know more than you're laying on. Well, let's just say that we know that the hiss is the reason flares can work against living darkness. I see. And we know who probably could tell you the rest of the living things. It won't tell us that the person that knows, but they know about the rest of the living things. They kinda figured it out once they knew that you were looking. I see. So someone knows. Yes, someone you know knows. Someone I know? Who could know unless Boop Boop. Boop Boop always knows. Boop Boop. Boop Boop is here. Boop Boop. Why have you not been telling me? Boop Boop knows what the rest of the living colors are. Oh my lord. And you could have told me earlier. Boop Boop wanted to reveal it when the time was right. What are ones? Well, one is quite obvious, Michael. The living purple is anomalous energy itself. That's why the void, the anomalous void, is purple. Also, the realm for dead anomalies is also a realm of purple. That makes so much sense. Purple is the color of anomalies. That's why you've had a fighting chance so far. You are an anomaly. So, that means you stand a bad chance against the living darkness because you're an anomaly. That's why you've been able to fight it off. But it has gotten stronger. And without the help of the hiss so far, you've definitely struggled, but now you have the hiss as well, which is helping you a bit, but you need more than just the living purple and red. So what are the other colors? What are the other things I need to tame? Because it seems like I already had purple on my side, I just never realized. What are the other colors? Well, one you already I guess tamed. Sorry for saying already twice, but you already have one. You know the living light will not help you, but then how can light fight the darkness? Yes, that is a bit odd. The void essence makes light powerful enough to fight against the dark, but the living light is too, arrogant to help. The living light thinks it's perfect because it's purity, but it really is not. But, yes, I know the living light will not help, so what's making the light powerful enough to fight against it? The living sunshine, or the living yellow. It's close enough to a white that it's powerful enough to fight against the dark without being the living light itself. I see. So all this time when I do this, it's yellow. Of course. I can see it now. Yes. That's why the light has been able to help you. The light is actually a little bit yellower. Just tinted just enough that it counts as the living yellow. And when concentrated, it is the living yellow. I see. That makes so much sense. The living yellow is what's been helping me. So that only leaves 3 of the colors left. Orange, green, and blue. So what's green then, I guess? Green is the simple and one of the oldest. Living nature, life itself. This one's already technically been helping you all along. Nature is your ally. It is already on your side. You just didn't realize it. Life is in all things. So I guess I already had green. So 2 left. Leaving blue and orange. I'm guessing those are going to be the hard ones. Indeed, Michael. The next is living blue, also known as the living abyss. It's the connecting threads of the universe. The abyss itself, the realm, is a connection point. So is the backrooms, liminal space, the void, Alagata, and many other connection realms like Zen and others all rely on the living blue. The living blue is basically the connecting threads of the universe. And people have seen it before. You know the painting Starry Night, how it's all like blue swirls swirling around. Vincent van Gogh could see the living blue connecting the world itself, our universe. He was anomalous? Yes, indeed. This is crazy. Vincent van Gogh was anomalous. So, this one you'll have to extract the abyss essence, just like the void essence. This is something you do not yet have, as is the void essence that makes the living yellow. But with the abyss essence, you will have the living blue on your side. So this is something I'll have to collect later. Well, at least that's easy enough. So that leaves only the living orange. What is the living orange? Isn't it obvious? The living control. You've been controlled by one man. You know his name already. Orange Puppet. And you realize what color orange is. Oh, god damn it. So, orange is the living orange. Well, not just him, many things. As you know, orange is basically a combination of red and yellow. So, it's a bit less common. The only way to securely get orange on your side as well for the man himself. Oh Lord. I really do not want to team up with Orange Puppet of all things, but if it can help against the living darkness, I guess I'll team up with him. I mean, he did create me. I should be grateful for that, but still, orange does make my life hell frequently. Yes, sorry, Michael. This is the best I can do for you. Oh, god damn it. Well, at least now I know everything. Well, that'll be the hardest, is to talk to Orange. I mean, he's already probably listening. Hey, Orange. Yes, Michael. You want to team up? I'm glad to help you, Michael. It's that easy? Yep, it's that easy. I might make your life hell, but, I'll help you. Oh, Lord. You control my story. You're my right, I guess. I can understand why 3812 is so uncontent with, like, being controlled by his master, his rider. Lord. The created will always rebel against the creator. Okay, where did you hear that? Probably somewhere, I don't know. Another famous writer or something. I guess we're all stories in the end. Yeah, guess so. Well, I'm gonna continue the fight against the darkness here. Yes, good luck, Michael. But now you have the tools to fight against the living darkness. With the complete rainbow, you might be able to fight. You could even say Asian rainbow. Agent Rainbow splits personalities. Is that what happened to Jimmy? Maybe. God damn it. I knew Jimmy wasn't alright. Well, that's something I'm gonna have to fix once I'm out of here. Out of this mess with Alan Wake. But still. Everything's making sense now. It all makes so much sense. Oh, god damn it. God damn you, Orange. I should have known you had something planned for my brother. So, yeah. Lord. So, Jimmy is possessed. I at least now know how to make my rainbow team, I guess, to fight against the living darkness. But will it be enough? I don't know. But at least now I figured it all out. Even with some help. God damn it. Well, I better get and move along. I guess I'll talk to you later, Orange. Yes, indeed, Michael. God damn you. God damn it all. This is not great for me. Not great at all. I figured it all out, and what does that even mean?
I'll hold down the fort. I'll be with your spirit every step of the way, Al. Lock the door now.
Hello? Was that Barry speaking?
Barry had never gotten along with Alice, but he knew Alan loved her with an almost frightening intensity. And now something had happened to Alice. And here was Al armed with a gun and saying things people got put in padded cells for. It was as if his friend had experienced a massive psychotic episode and was now totally disconnected from reality. It scared the shit out of Barry.
Okay, that's what's happening now, I guess.
I knew I should have gone to the cops. This wasn't the smartest thing I'd ever done, but I was still angry with Barry for trying to talk me out of it. These people had called me right in the sheriff's station. The cops wouldn't scare them, and they had Alice.
Alright. Well, oh Lord, a lot's going on.
Welcome back to the show, folks. As promised, our very own Dr. Nelson has just parked his rear end in the studio. Doc, what's your Deerfest plan like?
But what happened to my other weapons?
More organized than I ever seem to manage.
Things never seem to go right. This is not a great situation for me. I guess now it's bad for both me and Alan. What's going on? I don't like that. The living darkness has affected too much of my life already. Can't believe it's goddamn here. TV.
Crime and punishment. The cancer and cure of civilization. But some crimes are impossible to punish, especially in Night Springs.
Night Springs again.
Tonight's episode: The Man in the Mirror.
The Man in the Mirror.
He's inside, Agent. He's a weird one.
So, you're confessing to killing that guy, huh? Why?
Had it coming?
Yeah, but why would you do that? I mean, you're a nice guy. Normal. Took a kid to a soccer game. So how come at the game?
Okay, I'm gonna continue along. Alright. Wait. There's two paths. Let's go check up here real quick. More manuscript.
Rose knew that Rusty was in love with her, and she liked him too. She liked him a lot. He taught her to dance, and life had certainly taught her the value of a man who was gentle. He treated her well, made her smile, made her feel good. But Rusty wasn't the prince of her dreams, and that tended to underline the unbearable truth. She was no closer to that Hollywood magic than he was.
Alright. Drop hazard. Yep. That's why I'm gonna walk around. Another manuscript.
The air in the visitor center was heavy with an awful smell, as if some rotten drowned thing had crawled up from its grave. Rusty kept coughing blood. My eyes were drawn to the twisted shape of his broken leg. The attack had been vicious. Max whined in his cage. Rusty's eyes were wild with fear and terror. He gasped. Mr. Wake, it happened just the way it was on that page.
Okay. So... What?
The vision left me weak. This was no head injury.
Oh.
Rusty, hang on! I'm coming! Please, help me!
What the hell? And that screech sounded like something big. What the hell's going on? I'm coming. Another manuscript page.
The visitor center was sturdy, but the impact turned the front of the building into splinters. Rusty was thrown across the lobby like a rag doll and hit the far wall hard. It didn't hurt until he tried to move and saw his leg bend the wrong way. Felt the broken ribs stabbing him on the inside.
Oh.
Rusty howled in pain and fear, suddenly afraid to die alone.
That doesn't sound good. Sounds like Rusty is not gonna have a nice day in this episode. Oh, Lord.
The ranger's office was locked. I'd need a key to get in.
Damn. Well, Rusty. Oh, better not electrocute myself. Okay, I'm coming over, Rusty. I'm just looking around.
Back here. I'm back here. Hey, please help me.
Yeah, just a sec, Rust.
I'm here. I'm hurt. I can't move.
Yeah, just a sec.
Mr. Wake?
Oh, hell.
It happened just the way it was on that page. I found. Came true. It knew. So dark. It'll come back for me. You must... The lights. In the office. I have the key.
Okay, Rusty. Hang on. I'll be right back.
Whatever did
Oh,
this
God.
couldn't be far. Rusty had found a page from the manuscript. It would help me understand what had happened.
Okay. Oh, doggo.
Good boy.
Oh, poor doggo. Still injured from earlier. Oh God, I don't want a living
The only way to make sure
darkness
that Rusty was
dog.
safe was to get the power running and the lights back on.
I've already had to deal with living darkness crows so far. Anything in here though? Oh, ammo. Nice.
I was too late. Someone had destroyed the circuit breaker. There was no way to get the lights back on.
Rusty!
Oh.
Rusty!
Just wait a sec,
At
Rusty.
the last instant, I changed direction and threw myself down. The axe splintered the trunk of a tree. I stumbled into the pool of bright light. My lungs burned. I was too exhausted to move. I tensed as I waited for the killing blow, but it never came. I raised my head. Nothing moved in the darkness beyond. For the moment, bathed in the cold light, I was safe.
Okay. Rusty.
The ground was covered with oily patches that looked like liquid darkness.
Great. That's what it does. I saw the liquid darkness in Noir. Great, it's getting to that point.
Just need hunting licenses.
Hey friends, time for you to bite the bullet. Alright, Rusty.
Something had torn a mammoth-sized hole in the wall.
Jesus.
Please don't feed the animals.
Fishing
is only permitted for those visitors
who purchase a park
fishing
license. Obey
the park ranger's instructions
at all times. Rusty,
oh.
Rusty, no, never.
You approach closer than 100 yards.
To bears and wolves, never approach any other wildlife closer than
25 yards.
Okay.
Pets must be leashed
at all times.
Never leave your pet.
Sorry.
Against the law.
To remove any
natural objects
or historical artifacts from the park.
Gross.
Oh man. Killing the law enforcement. Lovely. Not like it's unusual to me. I've killed many cops before. But still. Oh, great. Ah, yes, the light. My one place of safety.
What the hell was that? I saw from the window. I saw something.
Forget about it, Barry. It's just me going crazy.
Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. You're not crazy. I wish you were crazy, but you're not crazy. Ow, be careful.
Stay in the cabin. Don't open the door for anyone. I mean it.
Yeah, about time you figure out, Barry, that Alan's not crazy. Oh, great.
In that last instant of consciousness, Rusty thought about Rose. He was older than she was. Rose was barely out of her teens, but she made him feel young and forget what a train wreck his long-dead marriage had been. He still wore the ring. He'd been waiting for her to tell him to take it off. Now she never would.
So, Rusty and Rose were a thing. I see. And Rusty's previous marriage did not go well. Hopefully you'll have some better luck in the afterlife, bud.
Lover's Peak was at the far end of the nature trail.
What's over here then? Seems like a cave. I don't like this. But I do get a shotgun out of it. Not a lot of ammo for it at the moment though. Guess I'll have to build up some ammo. Oh, and there was an arrow pointing towards it, but I didn't see that until now. Oh. Hey friends, how's it going? Oh. Ow. Where the hell did you come from? Oh. Oh, Lord. Well, I think I'll go this way first. Manuscript. Good. Okay, let's see what this holds for me.
Nobody in Bright Falls seemed to know where Al was, but Rose, the waitress at the diner, had seen him. From what Barry could tell, Al pretty much fell off the face of the earth when he left the diner. Rose was just the kind of fan that Al hated, but she really tried to help. She was smart too, knew a lot about what was going on in the town, knew a lot about Al, even knew who Barry was. Barry liked her. That was no big surprise. When it came to women, Barry and Al rarely saw eye to eye.
Alright. Yeah. He was giving some weird looks towards Rose, like, oh yeah. Well, not weird, but those sort of like, I like you looks. And the darkness is seemingly everywhere. Oh God. You took a lot of hits. The great old one. I need to find safety. Ow. Ah. Oh God. Oh, great. Okay. I really need light. Okay. I see ammo and I think a manuscript. But I think this is where I'm gonna leave off for now. Oh Lord. It's definitely been quite a day though so far. But I'll be back to this soon enough. God damn.